Hey guys, it's just me, Blunty. I look like a wreck right now because I have just watched, and I'm sorry, I do this thing with my hair all the time. I never noticed that on camera. But yeah, that's when the camera's like, "Ugh." Right, I'm trying to, okay, this should do. I've just watched a movie called, it's called Lovely Bones, and it's been out for a while, and I'm not sure when it came out. 2010? I don't know, but I can tell you this with proper confidence. I like to try and do movie reviews after I've just watched a movie for the first time. I've read a little bit of the book, about a quarter of the book, half a book maybe. I can tell you now with confidence and 100% fact, I have never, ever cried so much at a movie before in my whole life. Ever. But it was crying in a happy kind of sad way, and I'm not even kidding. I think I was full on crying for like 15 minutes after the movie had finished. I started crying like 5 minutes before it ended, and I think it's basically, for those who don't know, it's about a girl who gets murdered when she's 14 years old by a man who lives in her neighbourhood, and you see how her death has affected everybody. Like the murderer, how he's coping, and family and everything. And you see, you know, from her perspective and sort of like heaven. So, you know, it has been out for a while, and I look terrible, I know that, but I just thought I'd make this anyway. I definitely give it a watch, and this probably sounds like really weird, but for me saying it, but I am proper solid at movies. Like Marley and Me, I watched it, it's such a sad movie, but I was just sitting there and I was like, you're not gonna cry. Dude, you are not gonna cry. And I didn't really cry. I like had a tear there in my eye, but you know, I didn't start full on crying. I was just like, oh, that's so sad. But I wasn't like, woo. I know a few people were, and it is a sad movie, of course, you know, I respect people that were, wow, because I can see how you were. Titanic, I think this is a second biggest movie I've cried at, but I cry always to that movie in private. This movie, if I watched this movie with my parents, my mum would be, oh my god, she would have to have a box of tissues with her. I mean, I'm solid at movies, I like hardly ever cry at movies, and I'm sitting in movies and my friends are in floods of tears, and they're like, how are you not crying? I'm like, oh. It's sad, but I don't really need to full on cry. No, this movie was so different. And my eyes go really weird when I cry. But yeah, it was so sad. I mean, like, I went into the bathroom to, like, I don't know why, I just went into the bathroom. I didn't do anything. I just stood in there crying and watched myself cry. And I was like, why am I doing this? But I just stayed in there, and the movie, the parts of the movie that made me cry were reeling off my head, and I was like, oh, that was so sad. But it was very sad. But almost the bit that makes you cry is a happy kind of sad. I'm not gonna tell you why. I definitely give it a watch. It's a great movie. I think honestly, if I watch this movie with my parents, I usually, if I do cry at any movie, I go, oh, I need to go to the toilet, or I hold it in. With, I mean, it's like me and Titanic, I hold it in so much, and then when the movie ends, you know, it's often me have to go to bed, like, so I go to bed, and I go to the bathroom, and I cry, like, full on cry, but I've never cried like this before a movie. Probably if I just watched the last scene or so again, like right in front of the camera, you just see my face from the happy face, just like oh, it was so sad, but it was a very good movie. I would definitely give it a watch. It's not a girly movie, it is a boyish movie, unisex movie, good movie, and there are some suspense, there is suspense in there. You're like, oh my god, what is going to happen? And there's a bit in, you know, somewhere around the bit in the middle, I think, oh my god, no way, no, don't you dare, don't you dare. Can I just say this man's feeling great, and it's just not nice, and yeah, I can't really tell you too much, but yeah, watch it if you've not already. that was kind of a random video, but thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Nobody notices the moment when we really choose to go. Might feel a whisper or the wave of a whisper. And I began to see things in a way that let me hold the world without me in it. My name is Salmon, like the fish. First name Susie. I was 14 years old when I was murdered on December 6th, 1973.